actually mark and label or say how things are congruent, okay? So first thing is on your drawing, I gave you 3 things. I gave you either 2 sides and an angle or an angle and 2 sides. So symbols for marking that they are the same. Okay, so if you have two given angles, you're going to use a single thing like this and a double thing like this. So your angle and his angle should be marked the same. So the same degrees gets the same mark. Okay, if you have the sides, so these are for angles.
I'd say we go out.
Okay, for sides, you use straight lines through the sides. You should have no more than 2 that are alike. So what I want you to do is Paxton and Harrison, you're going to look at your picture. You're going to put, if you had a side and 2 angles, right? Or you guys had 2 sides.
The triangles.
Okay, what did I give you to draw?
You give us for that.
You gave
I
us
don't remember
60
what I gave.
degrees and 4 inches.
I just remember the
and
2 inches. 4
Okay, so
inches.
you had 2 sides. So mark the 2-inch one
Oh, I see.
the same as Paxton marks his 2-inch one. Okay? Mark the 4-inch one. This is for you guys too, Lucas, and for you guys. Now, what did I give you? Did I give you 2 sides or 2 angles? Okay, so mark your 2 sides all the same. So the 1-inch one is 1 mark or 2 marks. So all of you mark it the same. Does that make sense? Okay. Well, you need to mark it the same as his.
We only got 1 line.
You don't need the 3rd one. You don't really know the 3rd one's the same yet.
So do we symbols for all of them or just the measurement? that you
Okay.
gave
I'm not
us?
doing the hash.
So, the ones I gave you.
Oh, both?
Yes.
Stop for a minute. Everybody listen. Everybody listen so I don't have to repeat this again. Okay? In your pair, if I gave you 2 inches for a side and 4 inches for a side, and then I think it was a 60-degree angle, okay? In your pair, the 2-inch side should be marked the same on both people's paper, okay? The 4-inch one should be marked the same on both people's paper. The angle in both people's paper should be marked the same. Yes.
The question I had was just, do we have to put the markings on lines that you didn't give us the measurement of? Like
No.
this line is
No.
like 3.5 or something.
No.
Okay.
What I want you to do is not mark anything that was given, that was not given. You're only marking the given items on your paper, but they need to be marked the same as your partner or your group, okay? If I gave you an angle, a side, and an angle, you're gonna mark the 2 angles the same, and you're gonna mark the sides the same, okay? So does everybody have that done? You're not marking anything else right now. I just want you, because this was given to you, we know absolutely, because I gave it to you, that these are the same. Okay, so you only mark 3 items on your triangle. It's either going to be 2 sides and an angle, or it's going to be 2 angles and a side.
Are we gonna do 2 sides of the angle?
Well, what were you given? What were you given?
Oh, 2 angles on the side.
You're going to mark the 2 angles and then mark the side, but mark them the same. So the one that is 39 on his paper should be marked the same as your 39.
It is.
Okay? Okay. That makes sense? You guys got it? Good job.
But one down.
We
Okay.
just need to put a line through the 3-inch for the bottom one.
Alright.
Cause we're giving up this one, so it's like.
Okay. Now I think, so what you should have is I'm not drawing anybody's, I'm just drawing mine, okay?
We don't have to do these ones.
I'm telling you that these are the same, they don't look the same, but they may be the same, okay? Now, I think most of you found, when you compared yours to the other person's, that they are identical, right? Does everybody find that? Even though you drew it different than the other person, if you put them on top of each other, you could figure out how they go, okay? Now, what we're gonna look at is how you write, okay, we're gonna name the angles or the triangles that are congruent. Okay, Luke? We're gonna name the triangles that are congruent. So, in this way, I have A, B, C, I have E, D, F. So when I name the triangles that are congruent, I have to name the vertices that are the same in the same spot. Okay, Blake?
Yeah.
Listening?
Yeah.
Okay, so B and D are the same. So when I go to write my congruent statement, I have to write B and D. These are the same. Okay. C and F are the same, so I'm going to write C next, and because it's the same as F, I'm going to put F there. Okay. That leaves A and E, so I can name it A and E. We just put the leftover one at the end, but we know this is the same, and therefore this is actually the same. Because if you think about two angles in a triangle, if I give you two angles in a triangle, do you know what the third one is?
Yes.
How would you find it? Yes.
Because they all add up to be 180.
Yes, they all add up to 180, so you could take 180 minus the two angles, and that would give you the third angle. So that's one way you can tell when the angles are the same and then the sides. Now from this, we can deduce a whole bunch of different things. They are congruent, so we put the symbol like this. Okay, I want somebody, go ahead, write your congruent statements. Write it so your corresponding parts are matched up. And I'm going to come around and look at it. So you have to write it compared to Aaron's and compared to yours.
Is mine
Yeah.
first or yours?
Doesn't matter which one's first.
Mine's
Why?
tripping or something.
X.
Okay, so you got angle
I mean, I might have gotten it a
ABC,
tiny bit off.
Oh, I eat it
It's
is
so weird.
X,
know.
H,
AB.
Oh, this
It
ain't.
looks a
Oh,
little
yeah,
different.
H.
That's kind of good.
What is that?
You'll find some taller than
Oh,
those.
sorry.
Yes.
It was a lot taller
Oh,
before I
okay.
erased it.
But we have
I
the
said
same.
that's
Also,
what
like a weird angle.
My brain was.
H,
I don't know.
And what's yours?
It's some sort of
Yeah.
optical.
It's a
It's
80.
so-
No, they're like,
X.
yours is way taller. I
Which
don't know
one's
why.
the same as
It's
X?
so weird.
No, what's the same as his? Which X?
Hey,
I don't know.
This is
50
39
degrees.
degrees. Which angle is 39 degrees on yours?
Did I get it off?
Okay, so it's gonna be
No.
A. And then which one is 50 degrees?
See,
Okay, C, so there
50
you go.
degrees.
Got them matched. Okay, let me see your statement. Put the congruent symbol in between. You both need to write it. Both need to write it on your paper.
Okay, here you go. Sorry.
No, that's alright. So,
So look at what statement he has. I'm double checking it. Y is compared to I, which is 60, okay. Then
I know what I did wrong.
Wait, okay. What were you given? What did I give you?
Oh, well, you gave us this.
I gave us this, this, and this.
We just assumed that.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but what I'm saying is you need to do what's actually, I don't know if this is a green angle and a 30-degree angle.
I got it wrong.
Because this is the length you have, right? And this is where they came out. And it looks pretty much like 90. But I can't, yeah, it probably is. If I gave you a 60 dot, yeah, 90. Okay, so Y connects with I, X connects with H, yep, and Z connects with J. Okay, so this is true, okay? Let me see your guys's. You guys have a threesome marked together. Okay, let's start with the given angle, which is what? Z and N and B. Okay. C, they're not all in the same spot. Isn't your Z? That's what is given. This is what's given. So when you're writing these, Z, N, and B, yours are correct.
Oh, that's a good
All have to
idea.
be in the same spot.
So I'll take
Okay? Does that make sense? N, Z, and B are in the same spot, good, okay? Now, you have A corresponding to, let's go to the pointy one, C, Y, and M. So C, Y, and M correspond, okay? So that's, we are correct on what you've written, okay? How are you guys doing? Let me see. Yours is, yeah, I already checked yours. C is the same as 8. Can I see your drawing, please?
Someone's mom
Yeah.
around it.
Jake,
Yes.
where's your drawing?
I'm fixing mine.
It's like,
You're fixing it, okay,
Yeah.
so,
Is yours off or mine?
Yeah, mine's off.
okay.
Actually, I did 29 degrees.
Oh.
Ah.
Do
That will make a difference.
Yeah.
Okay,
it. Now they look.
now what I want you to do is you're gonna write the corresponding parts that are also congruent. When two triangles are corresponding or congruent with one another, that can tell you that all of its parts are congruent. Every angle is congruent to the other angle correspondingly. So angle B is the same as angle D. Angle, did I just say B and D? Yes. C and F are the same. A and E are the same. So from this, we could write this. Angle B is congruent to angle D because they're the same. Angle C and F are congruent. And it's easiest if you have it written like this because you can just see the ones that are equal. So angle A and angle E are congruent. And then we can go to the sides. The line segment BC, this one, B to C, is equal to this line segment DF. Okay, I can see that CA is congruent to FE. And then the last one is kind of weird because it's the B and the A that combined and the D and the E. So it has to be written BE is congruent to BA is congruent to DE. So I want you to write from yours, your pairs, I want you to write 6 statements showing that which angles are congruent to each other and which sides are congruent to each other. So write 6 statements from yours, your drawings with your pairs, write those down. Okay? So you're writing which angles are equal to each other. Now that you have the triangles, you should be able to do this pretty fast. Yeah, you guys
Can I
have
see
3.
yours?
Instead of 2, you have 3 marked
So-
together.
Let's
Let's start with D.
Yeah. So mine is
So
S.
start with the angles that are the same.
So Y and I.
Angle X and A, Z,
Alright,
C, and Y, and
Yes,
D,
angle
D,
D is congruent.
Okay, double check with each other and see if you got the same things.
Okay,
let's
angle,
do H now.
angle X,
H
congruent to
is congruent
angle
to
H.
H.
Angle X to H,
X size.
Yeah.
and then angle
X.
Z
And equal to equals A.
congruent
Yes.
to angle J.
Okay, now Z.
Wrong sides. Those ones are lines.
Okay, so.
Good job.
YZ,
I got CS and S.
Y
and-
X.
Let's do this HV.
You're gonna startle me one of these days. I might have a heart
Okay,
attack.
CS.
So
So yeah. Line segment A, D,
Y
is
and Y.
congruent to
Is congruent
G, S.